ain't finna chase after nobody. I'm not finna run after nobody. You know, we get caught up sometimes and we forget that the Lord is in control of it all. Everything. The Lord is in control of everything. I'm only human. We're only human. Have these human emotions. And sometimes I be like, Lord, don't be mad at me. I'm sorry that I feel this way. I'm sorry that I don't feel how you want me to feel, because the Lord don't want us to feel like, you know, we not going to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Dang, you can't really see. You can't really see me. The Lord don't want us to feel like that. We get blessed with people. Dang, I wish y'all could see me better. But y'all can't because of the angle. It's all good. I am going through a season of testing, and I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it, and I know that I'm not supposed to understand it. When the Lord takes you through a season, He may take you through the same season more than one time. Because maybe the first time you ain't really let it sink in. You ain't really take from that, and you didn't really get what you were supposed to learn out of that season. So you go through it again. Right? The Lord is never going to take you through anything that He feel like you can't handle. First off, I know y'all know that. Followers of Christ, y'all know this. And two, you got to ask yourself. And it's okay to even ask the Lord, because they put out there that you never question God. You know, back in the day, back in the slave days, you know, the white folks told our ancestors, hey, don't ask God why. Don't question God. You know why? Because, you know why they didn't want us to ask why? Well, why they didn't want our ancestors to ask why? Because God would answer. And they didn't want us to know that the Lord is on our side. That we are the first Jews. That we are the chosen people. That our melanin holds so much power and knowledge. They don't want us to know that. So they tell us, don't talk to your creator. Don't talk to your source. Then you will start to know who you are. Of course they told our ancestors, don't ask God. Don't question God. Don't question God. When the Lord says, ask and you shall receive. Why, Lord? Why am I going through this? Help me to see clearly. Help me to open up my eyes and be more self-aware, to understand the situation and the season that you're putting me through. Help me to learn this lesson that you're trying to teach me. And I get down and I get sad over more than one thing, because I just feel like this season, I've been there for a while. And I think to myself, how long? But then I self-reflect. And I ask the Lord to examine my heart. Show me who I am. It's something I'm not doing. It's something I'm not learning. It's something I'm not getting. You know what I'm saying? It's something I'm not putting out. It's something I'm holding back. And I feel it, and I be feeling it in my spirit. I be feeling the yearning in my spirit that I'm holding back, that I'm missing out on something, that I'm not learning something, that I'm not putting something out. I feel it in my spirit. I just can't quite grasp it. That's why you got to pray and ask for those chains to be broken, so you can shine your light. You can shine in your truth, shine in your purpose, shine in your calling. Even if you're single and lonely, or you've been single for years now, you can't seem to settle down or find anybody, or no one seems to find you, not the right ones. You're in a financial season, you know, and it's just like, and I'm talking generally, but I'm really talking about myself, you know. I talk in general because I know it's not just me who's going through this. I know it's going to be other people that can relate. Yes, I want to be married. Yes, I want that person to find me. Yes, I want my other half. But if the Lord feel like I'm not ready, and sometimes I'd be like, you know what? Sometimes I'd be like, am I even going to, you know what I'm saying, get married? Like, is my person even going to find me? This is the stuff that go through my head. We already in the last days. Right? We already in the last days. So it's just like, dang. Ain't no way. If we in the last days, clock's ticking. I'm probably not going to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I say stuff like that. And I got my mom over here saying stuff like, I don't know if the world gonna be here in 2 years. I'm like, well, Lord, if I'm gonna get married, can you send them now before the world end? Yeah, but you know, like I said, I watch my romance movies and stuff like that, and I sit and you know, memories play back from, you know, from old stuff, and I live vicariously through romance movies and, you know, all that. Then I sit and ask myself, is that really what you need right now? You know? But then on the other side, it's just like, I've never had that. I never really had that. You know, and sometimes the person you be looking for be right in front of you all along, or above you, which I'm talking about the Most High. And I think most of us that's still single, and you know, we've been waiting and the so-called relationships we did have, you know, they didn't work out because it wasn't meant. That's why. And maybe the person we need to build our relationship with is Jesus, the Most High. And I promise you, like, I really be trying. Like, I really be trying. I don't want to go so hard to where at this point it's becoming forced. And I feel like forcing yourself to do something, it just takes the passion out of it. It takes the love out of it. So I just flow. I just let it flow. I let my relationship with the Lord flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I also open doors. You know, I try to read my Bible. I try to, you know, watch a video that's talking about things of such, you know, spiritual videos. Try to surround myself by people who believe in Jesus. You know, like, because these days it's you need to believe in more than God. You need to believe in His Son as well. And a lot of people, the way this world is today, being in the last days, it's 2026, these folks ain't thinking about having a relationship with Christ. I done been around so many Christians that's cussing like sailors, talking about sex, getting drunk. Like, I'm like, and I'm sitting there, yeah, like, and I be wanting to say so much to these folks, but I know I can't say it to their face because it's gonna be a problem. You know, and the Lord said, don't get in the way of sinners. It's a verse. I don't have my notebook, but it's a verse in Psalms. And you know, I don't know exactly what verse in Psalms. I believe it's in Psalms 1. It's in Psalms 1. And don't quote me exactly, but it's go read Psalms 1, and it's gonna tell you about not entertaining getting in the way of sinners, and not entertaining the ungodly. Yeah. And yeah, so it's just like, I work with some of these people. So it's really hard for a chosen one out here. It's really hard for a chosen one. And I always like to break this down, because when I say chosen one, I'm literally talking about you've been through the ringer. And most of y'all have been through an even stronger ringer. But the ringer, it's the same ringer, right? But how much water comes out is all on you. So some of us go through the ringer, a little bit of water come out. Some of us go through the ringer, a whole bunch of water come out. The water symbolizing how much you've been through. Some chosen ones been through more than others. We all have our own trial and tribulation. We all have our own journey that we got to go through. Some is worse than others. You know what I'm saying? But you are not meant to fit in. We are not meant to conform to this world, because this is not our final destination. This is not our final home. So you find yourself lonely. You find